Hi, hello, welcome back to the new video of Smirik. This is your wiki. In this video, we'll be seeing cell cycle and cell division. This is a short video of the whole NCRT, so you can go through complete NCRT in a very short time. First of all, this is an overall view of cell cycle, what we are going to see in the chapter. So instead of that, we can go straight into the chapter. So phase of cell cycle. So what are the phase of cell cycle? In a typical eukaryote cell, it is illustrated by human cells in the culture. These cells divide once approximately 24 hours, but whereas each cell divides 30 minutes once. So this is the complete diagram of a cell cycle. So here is the M phase, a G1 phase, S phase, a G2 phase, and this is a G0 phase. G0 phase is after G1 phase. Here are M phase, that is P mat, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis. So let's go into the. So we have interphase and M phase. These all are interphase. This is M phase. This complete is interphase. G1, yes, and G2 is interphase. This is the M phase. Okay, when the M phase represent the phase when the actual cell division or mitosis occurs, and interphase represent the phase between two successive M phase. It is significant to note the 24 hours average duration of cell cycle. Human cell division properly lasts for only 1 hour. Then it means 95% of the cell cycle is in interphase. Now M phase is starting with nuclear division corresponding to the separation of daughter chromosomes, which is called as nuclear division is karyokinesis. Then it is followed by cytoplasm division. Cytoplasm division is called as cytokinesis. The interphase, though called The interphase, though called the resting phase, it is the time during which the cell is preparing for division by undergoing both cell growth and DNA replication in an orderly manner. The interphase is divided into three phases. That is G1 phase, G represents growth, S is called as synthesis. So G2 phase. So normally what happens in G1 phase? So in G1 phase represents a interval between the two, one mitosis phase and DNA replication phase. One is first, before that it is mitosis phase, after that it is replication phase. So G1 phase, the cell is metabolically active and continuously grows, does not replicate, it replicates only in synthesis phase. And the time during which the amount of DNA per cell double is synthesis phase. If the initial amount of DNA is 2C, it becomes 4C in synthesis phase. However, there is no increase in number of chromosome, but content of DNA is increased by twice. So even after the S phase, the number of chromosome remains the same. In animal cells during S phase, DNA replication begins in the nucleus and the central duplicates in the cytoplasm. It means that in S phase there are two things happening: DNA replication and central duplication. During G2 phase, proteins are synthesized in preparation for mitosis. All the proteins are synthesized and cell is continuously growing. Now, there are some cells which does not divide, but they have the property to divide, but they don't want to divide now. For example, heart cell. By now they don't want to divide, but they can divide in future whenever they are needed. So they enter into a particular stage which is called as cushion stage or G0 stage or G0 stage. And many other cells divide occasionally. It divides occasionally when it wants, as needed to replace the cell that have been lost because of injury or cell death. The cell do not divide, further exit G1 phase to enter an inactive phase. It's an inactive phase. It does not divide but exits G1 phase and enters an inactive stage, that is the G0 phase of a cell cycle. The cell in this stage remain metabolically active but no longer proliferate unless it is called on to do so. In animal cell, mitotic cell division is only seen in a diploid somatic cells. However, there are few exceptions to this where a haploid cell divide by mitosis. For example, male honeybee. These are exceptions. These are haploid cell but divide by mitosis. Again, these plant cells show mitotic division in both haploid as well as diploid condition. From your recollection, we will be seeing that. So normally let's go into the M phase. This is mitotic phase. Mitotic phase is divided into four phases. P is prophase, M is metaphase, A is anaphase, and T is telophase. This is the most dramatic period of cell cycle involving major recognition of virtually all components of the cell. Since the number of chromosomes of the parent and progeny cell is same, so it is called as equational division. Though for convenience, mitosis has been divided into four stages of nuclear division, that is karyokinesis. It is essential to understand that the cell division is progressive process. Very clear cut. Okay. These are the sequence for understanding they have given us. But this is not the sequence. There are some cells may be in metaphase, some cells they may be in anaphase by this time. So there is no sequence in the original, but for understanding purpose we have taken in the sequence. So let's understand what happens in P phase, that is prophase. Prophase, which is the first stage of karyokinesis of mitosis. This is followed by S phase and G2 phase of interphase. So in S phase and G2 phase, we have seen the new DNA molecule formed are not distinct and intervened. So prophase is marked by the initiation of condensation of chromosomal material. It condenses to form a chromosome. The chromosome material become untangled during this process and the chromatin get condensed. The centrosomes, which are undergoing duplications during S phase of interphase, now begins to move towards opposite pole. And the completion of prophase can thus be marked by the following characteristic event. These are the event if they ask in the exam, you can say that this is from prophase. So in first, the chromatin material, that is chromosomal material, get condensed to form a compact mitotic chromosomes. And chromosomes can be composed of two chromatids attached to a centromere. There are two centromere chromatids. So this is the diagram of a chromosome where a centromere is present. It is in the prophase, it looks like this. So there will be a chromatid, two chromatid, and it is attached to centromere. The centrosome, which has been undergone duplication during the interphase, begin to move up toward opposite pole. Okay, I have told you, to form a spindle apparatus. Now the cell at the end of prophase, when viewed under the microscope, do not show Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus, and nuclear envelope. It looks like this. This is the early prophase, and this is the late prophase diagram. So early prophase, it is like now this chromatin material get condensed from chromosomes.